Elijah was a cool dude. He was really passionate about God. Now, one thing is that he was around during a day when the king of Israel, which is the nation he was a part of, the king of Israel's name was Ahab, and his wife's name was Jezebel. Now, if your name is Jezebel, you need to tell your mama, apologize to me. If you came today and you're like, my name is Jezebel, I'm say, listen, as soon as you turn 18, you need to go down to the Social Security office, say, listen, I'm changing my name legally. All right? I mean, that's like, anyway. So her name was Jezebel, and Jezebel turned everybody in the nation almost against God. And they began to worship the idol called Baal. And they worshiped this God, and they turned all the people. They were telling everybody, this is the God we're going to worship. And they turned from the true God to worship an idol. And they had all of these prophets that would go around and worship Baal and these priests and all this kind of stuff. Well, one day, Elijah said, enough is enough. It's time to show you who the real God is. So he does this contest. They set up 2 altars. Those are just giant piles of stone that they sacrifice an animal on to a god. And so they had animals. The priests of Baal had animals on their altar. And they were running around and they were worshiping. And the whole contest was this. Whichever god brings fire from heaven and burns it up with no help from us is the true God. So they're dancing around. They're like, hey, Baal, come, send fire down. Prove that you're the real God. For a whole day they're dancing around. You know what is really interesting is that one of the ways that they tried to get the attention of that God was cutting themselves. One of the ways they tried to get the attention of that God was cutting themselves. And I need you to know this because this phenomenon of cutting is not new, but you do need to know it's demonically influenced. Does that mean that if you cut, you have a demon? No. But it does mean there's some nasty little devil whispering in your ear saying, hey, if you do that, you'll get the release you're looking for. You'll get your voice you're looking for. People will get your attention. You will get the attention of the people you are trying to. You know what I found is that people who cut rarely keep it a real secret. All of a sudden, you get a text from a friend, and it shows a picture of them. They cut their thigh. They cut their arm. They cut this. Why? Because they're looking for the attention. They're looking for that need. They're saying, please, would you notice me? Why? What were they doing? They were trying to get the attention of this God by cutting themselves. And God's going, you don't need to get my attention like that. I see you all the time. I hear you all the time. So they're going, and it doesn't work. And then Elijah comes up. And he just says, God, show these people who the true God is. Show these people who the true God is. And all of a sudden, fire falls from heaven, shoom, burns up everything. Everybody's like, oh my goodness, it's fire. And it's just like, and people are like, oh my goodness, God is the real God. And then Elijah, he's feeling big and bad. I mean, could you imagine if you just asked God to call down fire from heaven and fire fell? You would be like, I'm so legit right now. Elijah's like, what did I do? Fire! You know, he's like, I'm an X-Men. I'm a superhero. He's like killing it, right? And so he's like, all right, here's what we're gonna do: grab all these false prophets and priests and kill them. And they do it. They go. They take them on. They kill them. And he's like, yeah. I just won this